I like to make jewelry to match certain outfits that I had, and I wanted something in hot pink, and I could hardly find anything that matched with that. So I thought, what could I make beads out of? Polymer clay, I've heard of that. I'll go get some of that. Had no idea what I was doing. They were hideous, and I thought, oh, well, polymer clay, not the answer. And I gave up on it completely. And then years after that, I was at an art center, Tamarack in West Virginia, and there was a book display, and one of the books had jewelry and pretty stuff on it. And I went to pick up the book, and then I saw the title said polymer clay, and I thought, what? I didn't know you could do that with it. So I read, it was Judy Belcher's book. And so I looked through all the pictures in there, and I thought, oh, now this is interesting. And it just so happened somebody I knew was moving and cleaning out their house, and they had a pasta machine. And I thought, oh, I need one of those. And so I got that, and then I just started playing with it and got totally obsessed. And you know, it's funny, in that book, some of the people in my guild who I know now are in that book, but I didn't know them at the time. And I just picked it up recently and was looking through it, and I was like, hey. So I like to draw anyway, doodle. You know, I'm always drawing. When we have meetings at work, I'm doodling and everything. And so it just, I got the idea. It sort of started in one thing and morphed into that, but now I just like drawing on them, mushing up the clay till I see colors that I like, or till they sort of look like something to me, a landscape or flowers or whatever, and then I just start outlining the shapes and draw on them, basically. Yeah, I'm a graphic designer slash writer. I do, you know, at my job I make brochures and trade show backdrops and all that kind of stuff. Then I did a couple shows where I was trying to sell jewelry, but there were so many people that sold jewelry, and I thought, why am I even bothering with this? But what it made me think was, I like making beads, and clearly everyone likes using beads, so why don't I just do the part I like and let them put it together? So, and then I realized you could sell supplies on Etsy, and I thought, to heck with making jewelry, I'll just make beads. Well, it just, why do the part I don't really like? And I didn't like having to worry about, is this the length somebody else might like? Is this the is this the, you know, sterling silver clasp they would like? And I just thought, well, I don't even care. I don't want to think about that. So I just do the part that's fun for me to do. Well, what I really like is the clay, just mush it up. No, but everything that I do is just all the clay and the colors. I haven't gotten into painting on them or using the inks or whatever. I tried a couple times, but I just didn't really like the way mine turned out. You know, I see other people's and it's pretty, but I just like, I think the clay and all the colors is so fun. So I'm either mushing up a sheet and then slicing it in strips and lining them up together, or doing that, you know, easy maku-megane, press something in and scrape it off the top and then stretch that out and see what I get. So I think I just like all the colors. And the other thing I do, I like pastels, and that's the same kind of thing. All these layered colors, and that you can see through them and everything. So I think that's why I like the pastels, and same thing translates to. I never know what I'm going to make. I mean, I have a very loose idea. Like, I think, okay, I want to make a bead that has things in strips, but I'll just feel like, well, what colors? These are here, or I already had them left over from something else, and I'll mush them up. But I don't really have a plan, and sometimes it doesn't even turn out. That's not even what I was thinking of making anyway, but it, you know, turns out okay. And I know people say, well, don't you figure out what you're going to make first? And I'm like, no, why? I don't have to. And I realize that's what some people, pretty much not polymer clay people, but other people don't quite understand it, will think, well, isn't that scary? No. You know, it's just, that's the fun part, is not knowing what it's going to be.